All right, good evening. I'm Lieutenant Ray Spencer. I'm the homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm out here this evening to brief you on a homicide investigation that we are conducting in the 100 block of Montello, which is a residential area near the intersection of Nellis and Stewart. I stress the details that I'm sharing this evening are very preliminary, but at around 2 p.m. this afternoon, Metro Police responded to a report of a male who'd been shot in a vehicle directly behind me. That male is a Hispanic male in his early 20s who was transported to UMC Trauma where he was pronounced deceased. What we have learned is the driver of the vehicle, the deceased male, was parked in the street in front of his residence when an unknown Hispanic male approached him. There was an altercation of some sort in the street, and the suspect fired multiple rounds, striking the victim. The victim drove from the scene and about 500 yards away crashed his vehicle into the front yard of a house behind me. That person who lived there then called 911, and that is where the male was found and transported to the hospital. I urge anybody who has information to please reach out to Crime Stoppers. There's reward money available if your information leads to the arrest and conviction, and you can remain completely anonymous. You can also reach out to homicide at lvmpd.com. So with that, I will take a couple questions, but again, it's very preliminary in the investigation.
Any gang affiliation here that you're aware of?
At this point, there's no gang nexus that we know of. We've asked our gang investigators to come out to assist just to make sure, and we can rule that out. But at this point, there's nothing that we can tie to any kind of gang activity.
What about motive in general? Drugs, or did they know each other? Do we know that much?
Right now, we're still in the process of trying to determine that. There was, like I said, the victim was parked in the roadway when the other person approached him, so we're trying to figure out what led up to the shooting. We don't know the specifics pertaining to motive at this point.
Do you know if the suspect left in a car or ran?
Right now, we're still getting some conflicting information. We're still trying to piece together that information right now. We're canvassing the area looking for surveillance video to see if we can get some answers to that question. All right. Thank you, guys.